box. I'm sleeping good at night.
It's week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Vikings and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this, where I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Madison. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On the toss, Madison. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Pass caught here by Osborne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 29 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Derek Carr and the Saints set to go back on offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
On second down, Kamara.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, do you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 40 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers going to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Vikings at 3-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Alexander Madison, 42 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Carr now on first down. And this one complete to Smith. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. This is Smith to the ground. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On first down, Carr. He completes it to Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll go Madison up the middle, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Now he's into the clear again, and down to the 28-yard line. 105 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
That is caught. Touchdown. K.J. Osborne, 28 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr going to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Carr.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Kamara. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Carr now to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith from 6 yards away. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On play action, now Rodgers.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, Madison. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Vikings. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now Cobb to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock, so they'll need to move quickly here on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Saints, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else, in their sanity as they move